Alright, here, this is what we're doing is we're going to hook up this drain because we're in the basement and we don't want to cut into the concrete. This is going to go underneath the sink right here up against this wall, and then we're going to be putting a fake box on the end to hide the pipes, so that way pipes can go up into the rafters or the floor joists. We've already mocked out our little fake pipe, our box that we're making. This is what it's going to look like. We mocked it out so we knew the idea of how we wanted to secure it to the ground and what we wanted to put on it. This is a basement, so we want it treated. So we've got this 1 by 6 by 8. I'm sorry, 1 by 8 that we cut just small enough for our 1 by 6 box. So it's going to sit flat on the bottom. It's going to be treated, or this piece is treated. Those aren't, since it's going to be touching the ground. So on top of this, we're going to have a 2 by 4 that's treated slide into the fake box right at the bottom, like that, but it'll be tighter, so we can secure it to our fake post, I should say, fake post pillar, because it's going to be hollow all the way through. So we're going to secure it to this, the 2 by 4s. Once we cut them to this first, this 1 by 4 or whatever we cut it to, 1 by 6. We're going to secure it to that first, and then this plate's going to be secured to the ground. And we're going to use another concrete wedge that we have another video showing you how to use that. We're going to have a concrete wedge right in the center, securing this. And then one of these sides of this board will be secured to the end post. So it'll be screwed in there, screwed into the ground, and then up in the rafters, or in the floor joist, it's going to be secured to those. And then we're going to have a L-shape wall come off of that, so it's going to be secured there as well. I know I'm throwing a lot at you, and you probably can't envision it, but just wanted to give you the rundown of what we're going for. And then every time we're actually cutting, we're going to turn the volume way down, so that way your volume isn't cranking up and going back up and down. So we'll turn it down every time we cut, but we'll show you all of our cuts and everything. We just wanted that little mock box because we had to cut our 10-foot boards down anyways, so it made a perfect little box so we can make a mock to see what we wanted to do. So that's our next step, is cutting this 2 by 4s enough to fit tight in there, and then the whole space will be filled right at the bottom. Secure it to that, and then secure this to the ground. So we'll show you that next. And we're going to tie this all into one video, so we're going to edit it just a little bit so we don't have a 40-minute video. So, but that's the next step. Stay tuned. Put in place. Cut the 2 by 4 length and width to fit in there, and then cut this little shim. So I don't know if it's coming together yet, if you're getting the idea of what we're doing here, but since we had to use 2 separate boards, these 2 will be secured to each other, and then they'll be secured to this bottom plate, and then the bottom plate will be secured to the ground, and then we'll build off of that. But hopefully you're getting what we're doing. We're going to show, when we're doing actual nailing and screwing and stuff like that, we'll have the camera going, but with using the saw and the shop vac to get all the wood shavings and dust out of the air, it's just it was kind of no point in using the camera. But we'll keep you updated while we're using screws and hammers and all that stuff. So stay tuned, and next video we'll be actually mounting that plate that we built to the ground. So stay tuned. Okay, so here we are. Got the bolt, wedge bolt into the concrete, right to the end of our plate, cut the carpet around it, and that's secure. I just barely turned that nut. So the next step is to set one of my boards up for now. That's going to go on top of that, and then we'll just nail it for now, and just to tack it up so we don't have to hold it. It's going to go into that. So we'll do that right now.
Which nails do you want? Oh, you are?
It's going to be nailing into that wall. So whichever one is, okay, so I guess I will do that.
I don't care. You're all pretty decent. Here, come to the next one. You're not going to anchor that one. Too big of a gap, so you have one on the end and one over here.
Oh, I get it.
So you gotta meet the center. So I don't know if you want to do the one on the end first, or at least hold one up there so you know.
We can hold a little piece.
Okay.
Want to do that? Why?
I don't know. Well, as long as you have this edge, that should be okay.
What's that?
No, I'm guessing that half is the part that's straight. This is probably one of the ones that bends a little bit at the end. So it's up to you where you want to secure it.
See where I love that. Our little wall might not even be level.
It's level.
It's level.
Beautiful.
It's way off.
That's where it should be. So it's just not touching on the end over here now. So that's okay there.
So. Alright, let me raise this up. Sorry about the shakiness.
It'll be better in a minute.
Okay, so get a little temporary piece to get the correct wedge that we need, or edge I mean, just temporary, and then Erica's holding that one. That's actually going to be permanent there. That's the one that goes up to the floor joist, and it's going to be secured up there. So down here, this is what it looks like right now. So we're just going to secure it to the 2x4 that's behind it, that we already checked for level, and then we're going to move on from there. So let me go ahead and get my gun out and put a couple nails in it. draw that in when we
Yep.
put that bottom plate in.
Right. Okay. So do one more. Yeah.
Okay, so now we can take this brace off, or we'll leave that on for now. The little support, so we can get these
Yep,
done.
you can do that too if you want. Either way is fine.
Okay, so anyway, we got the pass load, did a pretty good job driving those nails in. At first they were going too deep, so real quick adjustment, got it dialed in right. So anyway, these are the next step. These going in here. As tight as I can to the corner. And then I've got to mark where this bolt comes through, and I'm going to just use a drill and drill a 1/2-inch hole, and that should fit through it. So that's the plan. So I'm going to hit it first. Should give me my mark where it's at. Alright, so we transfer that. So now I know where I got to drill the hole.
So you ready? That's what I'm asking. There it is. Perfect. That's a big drill.
Okay, so, and my head mark right there, so it shows me where it's going to go. So I'm just going to drill that now. Drill that here at the table. And this one isn't loud enough, so I'm not going to edit the sound for this one. And that should fit right over top of that.
Just turn it like 90 degrees. There you go. Now you gotta flip it. There you go. Perfect. It's just tight. Leave it out a little bit.
It needs to go a lot more.
Did we ream it?
Alright, we're going to try to make this hole bigger. Okay, I've got the hole drilled out to fit the bolt through it, just so this sits flush. And now I'm just going to put a couple screws in it so the board can't move. Where's the rest?
What?
Where's the rest?
Oh, right here.
put them on an angle since boards I've got, or the nails I've got, screws I've got are too long.
Start to crack it.
Yeah, starting to crack, so I'm gonna try to. Let's see if this makes a difference. That's tight enough for me. I don't want to go any tighter. Cause it to split. And then I'll put just one in this little chunk of 2x4. There we go. I'd say the whole little setup that we were envisioning and was probably hard to explain is done. So when we're ready, we're going to have four of these 1x6s going all the way up to the rafters, and we're going to have a hole in the side of this going through all the way through the 2x4, coming out the other side. Excuse me, we'll probably put a couple different holes because that will, the design for this is to hide our plumbing for that sink. So we'll go ahead and show you us drilling that now. We don't really need these other parts on it right now. So now we're going to be switching over to doing the plumbing part of this. So we're going to get it set up, and then we'll turn
This is the last video for the kitchen. Pretty much all done. I think the only thing we're going to do left is maybe put something on the tops, and then on the ends, and then on this top some kind of countertop, and then, well, I know for sure we're going to be doing a backsplash, so some kind of a stone backsplash. But as far as function, the kitchen is completely done. It's got the mini fridge and freezer combo. We did, if you see all our other videos, we cut all these countertops, put these cupboards in here. Ran the 220 for the stove, it was electric. So got all that done. And then the biggest part that took a long time, if you see on our other videos, was we did this hollow post. It actually looks like a post, but it's hollow, and it's running all my plumbing. Because we're in the basement, our drain is actually a pump that pumps it up 8 feet to the second floor. And that's on my other video. You can see us putting this together and stuff. But there it is. The center pipe is the discharge, and the pipe to the far right is the vent tube that it needed. And they're all removable just by collar clamps. Pump. I put a shutoff valve on the discharge in case we need to work on it, because it goes up 10 feet, like I said. So if I didn't have that, when you went to work on the pump, you disconnected that, you'd have 10 feet of water coming back. So there's a shutoff valve there, and there's one right at the top. So let me show you how this works. We got a video of putting that faucet in too. So there you go. It's got a float style system in it, and it just, as soon as it gets high enough, that pump kicks on and shuts back off all by itself. So we're all done with that now. And like I said, the only video we'll have probably is putting some kind of a backsplash, because this is just I can't remember what they called it, just like a board, paneling board or something is what they called it. We were okay with this gap because it's gonna be covered with the backsplash. But anyways, this is just to show everything all done, the faucet in and everything. We've got a video on everything that we've done in here, each individual video to show you how to do each thing. And we appreciate everybody hitting the like button at the bottom of your screen, and hitting the subscribe button wherever that is on your screen, and subscribe to our channel. And then every time we do something new, you'll get a notification. Thanks a lot.